restaurant owner breaks down why your food costs higher when you order in and eat out. So, how much are we willing to pay for a hot dog? That's the first question we should ask. Inflation is a real stressor in this economy, and while prices may seem nominal when you look at them individually, put them together and you get quite an expense over there. So Alexander Debari, I hope I'm not butchering his name, is coming out completely transparent and breaking down why a hot dog at Burger 28 is priced at 21 dirhams and the people are divided. He's the owner of some of your favorite food outlets, Burger 28, Sliced Pizza, and 8 Bun.
Okay, so his transparency has gained him some praise. So let's break down what the prices go like. So sandwich raw materials, the bun, tacos, hot dog, and Oman chips cost 7 dirhams. Staff salary is like 2.5 dirhams. It's not 2.5 dirhams as a whole.
It's an accumulation.
Yeah. And electricity, gas, and refrigerator is 2.5. Shop rent is 2.5. Profit is 6.5. So if you order from home, 4 dirhams goes into delivery app services and the profit becomes 2.5. However, people are flagging that raw materials do not cost so much. And it's just like they were really questioning the breakdown of the whole price points.
Yeah.
And people are like, okay, so if you go into the comments of the Instagram post that he put up, you have people going like, prime time example of how not to use social media, man lost the target customers and gained nothing. It's like people just have like, it's a very people are very divided on this.
The thing is like, okay, raw materials, 7 dirhams, right? Like it's not, you're not buying a pack of chips a month per customer. You're not buying a bottle of dahus or hot sauce per person.
Yeah.
And these business entities buy in bulk,
exactly.
So the prices do come cheaper, but at the same time, the cost per unit is significantly more because of demand. You know, the laws of
of course, demand and supply.
Yeah,
yes.
The laws of supply and demand. This is where it comes into place. It's not just the logistics; it's also the supply and demand. The business has to profit. The business has to pay the employees. They have to pay the bills as well.
Yeah, and it also depends on the location. Like, is it a prime location? What the rent is like? But then people are like, okay, so you want us to pay for your government registration as well? Like, people are just not having the fact that okay, your costs and overheads might be this, but that doesn't mean you overcharge us for the food.
But it's not about overcharging. The business still needs to make profit. You know, like, okay, they're giving you the food at the bare minimum, but then that means that they don't break even. That means that the business owner gets nothing at the end of the day, but you get your hot dog.
Okay, so you're right. Now you tell me, now a restaurant that does break even and not break even, like makes profit, and they just get greedy on this and they justify their high price points by saying like these are overheads.
Yeah.
But it's just getting greedy at one point and overcharging customers for like something they don't need to pay that much for. Like, okay, imagine this restaurant, okay, fine. What they're doing is good enough for them to get the minimum profit. But then there are restaurants who try to get maximum profits. What about them who use these factors to justify?
We're all on the same page here. We all have this one go-to place where we enjoy the food. We're like, oh my God, this is the place for me. 3 months down the line, it's an extra 5 dirhams for a item on that menu. Like totally, 100%. Like this always happens with, like you get too big for your boots and then you start overcharging, but then the quality deteriorates. But like that's a whole separate like discussion.
Yeah.
Businesses do need to break even. Businesses also do need to have money saved aside for a rainy day. What if there's a flood? What if, God forbid, the
like we saw during COVID-19.
Yeah.
Of course, like you have all these natural hazards, you have internal issues, external issues, and factors that are completely out of your hand. So yeah, in COVID-19, all these restaurants really suffered and then they had to go into their savings. So what you're saying is so bang on point. And this specific subject that this restaurant owner brought up is the fact that food costs more expensive when it's delivered compared to when it's like picked up from the restaurant.
Yeah.
And that goes into the whole thing of like food aggregators and how much they're charged and commissions and those extra costs.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that finally people are making these kind of videos and trying to make it transparent to the consumer as to why that price increases there.
With food delivery specifically, that's like a whole separate breakdown because then there's the riders that you have to pay for. There's the provider, like whatever app you're ordering from, that takes a percentage.
Yeah.
You know, it like there's cost of bags that they need to buy to package the foods in, to send off.
All the
like,
raw material.
It's a lot, guys. Like, running a business ain't no joke. Like, I'll say that much.
Okay, you guys, should we do a quick Shahir shout out? Keep that